Timothy Adegoke, before his untimely death, had so many dreams and aspirations. He is what in Yoruba we call Oluomo of the family. Welcome everyone to my channel. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're an existing viewer, thank you so much for stopping by. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. It's no longer news, and this is an update on the ongoing issue about the death and the investigation surrounding the death of the 36-year-old man Timothy Adegoke, who was brutally, killed at Hilton Hotel in Osun State, Ile-Ife. All right. Now, the things coming up, there've been so many investigations, revelations, and interviews granted by a renowned selfless journalist called Oriyomi Hamzat, and also his wife and his mother, the deceased wife and mother and brother, have been granting interviews. And some people have been talking to say, why are they talking too much and everything? In as much as what they are saying is what they've seen in the line of what they're doing, I don't think they should keep quiet, because as we can see, except you're not somebody who have human feelings within yourself, if you watch the video of the aged parent of this guy crying, the young children just running around unaware of the heat life has put on them, you can't but just feel so sad about all of this happening. Now you beg the question to say, what is there to this life really, when somebody can just wake up the next morning and just terminate somebody else's life and just throw the person in the bush, or just bury the person in a shallow bush like a chicken? Now, Bade, who is the late Timothy's brother, has come out to do some interviews where he shared heartbreaking details about his brother. He said a few days before his brother's death, his brother still sent him money to take care of his own sick wife. Honestly, it's, as human beings, whatever it is we are doing, if we are not affecting other people positively, we've not really lived our lives. Just the way you will labor and make money, whatever money it is you make is not just for yourself. You have to take care of your children, you have to take care of your parents, you have to be there for someone, either cash wise or none. He also promised to take his younger sister called Adegoke Tumishi Abiodun, who is a graduate. She was sent to school by the late Timothy, and she's graduated and I think done her NYST, and was waiting on the promise by late Timothy that he was going to bring her to Abuja in December to get a job. Now you can see how many people this guy keeps touching and what he has lived his life to achieve in the 36 years. All right. If you watch the video where his parents live, you can see that it's a new building. He built the house, okay? He built the house for the parents and provided all convenience to make life more comfortable for them. What else will somebody ask for when you come from a very, very, very humble background and you're able to pull through the rigors of education? We know for people who went to school in Nigeria with a family who were okay, family members, father, mother, who were able to afford school fees without you being even chased out of the classroom for once, you might not really appreciate the people who had to go through, things that, the parents have to struggle to the littlest of things to get money for them to go to school. And this is the critical example of what Timothy Adegoke has gone through. So growing up and taking care of his parents by providing a house, a roof over their heads, and also making sure all convenience they need to make their old age meaningful and comfortable, is something that we should always appreciate this guy for. And you would think to say, one other thing the brother Bade said Timothy had planned was, he planned to establish a company in Erua in the next 2 years to create job opportunities for people. And he also had so many good plans for his future. All right. Now, it's just heartbreaking, like I said earlier, when somebody who is so full of life, who is not ill, who goes through the rigors of taking care of 3 duty children, a wife who doesn't work, dependents, is the breadwinner of the family. Like I said earlier, every family has a breadwinner. Whatever circumstances it brings, maybe the younger one or the older one, that's life. It happens. So there's no gainsaying about that. Now, the selfless investigative journalist William Yamzat has carried us along. Please watch my previous videos where he talked about how emissaries keep coming to him from the Adedoyin family that he should drop the case, he shouldn't do it anymore. And recently, we've heard how the case is going to be taken to Abuja, right? The case is going to be taken to Abuja where, the Nigerian police headquarters has called for the case to be brought to Abuja. So, Chief Adedoyin is going to be taken to Abuja. People have been afraid, saying, oh, if he's taken to Abuja, that means the case, is it going to get better or what? Because the way it's being monitored now, it might not be monitored like that. And people have been asking, how come, the son who has been revealed by the staff who were arrested, why is the guy not declared wanted? He's at large right now. Nobody knows where he is. And he's free to travel anywhere. He's free to go anywhere. He's a free individual. Yes, we are not saying he committed the crime. Please listen carefully. It's not an implication that he committed the crime. But what has been reviewed means that he has the case to answer with the police. And people have been shouting to say, why come the police are not doing their jobs? How come they are not asking those kind of questions? And they are saying it is until the autopsy report comes out in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? So you're waiting for the autopsy report to come out in the next 2 or 3 weeks before you now invite a suspect. Yes, it's a suspect. Rahim Adedoyin, the son of Chief Rahman Adedoyin. You're waiting for the autopsy to come out in the next 2 or 3 weeks before you invite him. What about all the other staff members of Hilton Hotel that are actually currently now in police custody? The same rule applies. They've confessed to say he's the one that, took the body and buried the body with the bed sheet of the hotel wrapped around him. So it's so heartbreaking that all these things are just common sense. And also, Mr. Oriyomi Hamzat had to remind the police in a broadcast he did that how come other 26 or 25 guests who were also at the hotel that same night, right, are not called for investigation. If anybody knows that if anything happens in whatever you find yourself, right, you are to be called for investigation. Just come and say yours and move on. How come the police are not thinking along this line? Now, I know definitely those people will be friends. They might definitely not know anything about it. Or 1 or 2 of them might be even lodgers in that same hotel. So why not call them for investigation? Why not track them? Why are you giving everybody the leeway to find their way and disappear and to be at large just the way Rahim Adedoyin is at large? What are we doing? What are we doing? And it just keeps going on and on and on and on until they can't find the guest anymore. Or maybe they will come out and say tomorrow that we are looking for now we want to invite the guests that were lodged after almost 2 weeks, or when you say 3 weeks after the autopsy. So it just begs the question to say, we'll keep educating ourselves about this. We'll keep talking, because thousands of people have lost their lives like this in Nigeria, both the high and the mighty, the wealthy ones, and really nothing is always done about it. The suspects or the criminals involved are definitely almost not apprehended or taken to justice. But one day, like the proverb says, every day is for the thief, one day is for the owner. We need to, call ourselves to order. We need to tell ourselves the home truth. And we need to know that, we can run, but we can't hide. Because one day, the truth will always prevail. So for now, we are still waiting, as we've heard that he's been taken, Chief Adedoyin has been taken to Abuja, I think with other suspects also, to escalate the case to the higher level. Some people have been saying because of the connection he has, that he might be giving preferential treatment again and everything. We know our country, Nigeria, is a country where everything a rich person does is always right. They can do no wrong. But the truth of the matter is, in the sight of the creator of man, nobody is big, nobody is small. We are equal in the sight of God. So, and I'm sure we are going to get to the end of this, all thanks to the investigative journalist who says his page is continually hacked. They attacked his Facebook page, and he was able to trace it to one of Chief Adedoke's university in Ghana. He has high institutions everywhere in Nigeria, in Ghana, and I think one in the US or something. So he was able to trace it there. And if you did not do anything wrong, why are you attacking other people's channel? Especially the person who is being the voice behind this. Or he might not be the one doing it. It might be his loyal people. And they are just making the case worsen. Because if, for example, the person who is charged doesn't have a hand in all of this, then why are you hacking down Mr. Oriyomi Hamzat's page? You're just creating more mess in the whole matter. Honestly, this is a human being, for crying out loud. Rohim, as is precious to his own family, is the way Timothy is precious to his own family. And I also heard that the international community is interested in this case. And the name of Dr. Agbede was mentioned, who is an international figure, and they want to know how this case will be resolved. Like Yoruba proverb, we say, "Eje alaise, onke tonton." You know, I pray we don't fall victim of this kind of situation, and we don't have people speaking about it. So as the international community are taking a look and watching everything we are doing, we pray we're able to prove to ourselves that our own lives matter to us amongst ourselves. Because if we don't value our own lives within our own Nigeria, what will happen to those Nigerians who are abroad? If anything is done to them, it's going to be taken like, that's, well, you guys don't appreciate yourselves even in your country. That is the tone we are singing out of Nigeria, which is not supposed to be. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sure to see you in my next video. Please say a word of prayer for the deceased family and to the investigative, selfless, hardworking journalist who said he has refused to take any adverts on his page for now, because until this mystery is unraveled. It's very rare to find selfless people. Let's encourage them. That's the least we can do. Thank you for all your constructive comments. I do see them in the comment section. Thank you so much for your prayers. Please, if you want to reach out to Mr. Oriyomi Hamzat, as I've seen some people make a request of, please go to his Facebook page and do that. I'm sure to see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to my channel. And like I always say, let's keep it constructive in the comment section below. I know emotions are rising really high, but by God's grace, we are going to make a headway. Thank you so much. I'm sure to see you in my next video. Bye for now.